So will this car be enough to save Chrome? Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to Dr. Stone Stone Wars Episode 5. And we are in the midst of some more scientific advancements because Senku has built a car, sort of. It's an automobile. It works, but it doesn't have steering right now, so we've got to figure that out. We've also got to figure out how to make it lug around this trailer with all this stuff. There's a lot of different factors we have to factor in to make this fully finalized. But we got the basic components done to make it run. And I think that was the biggest hurdle to get through. Everything else is going to be super easy. Chrome, meanwhile, is kind of being kept as a sort of prisoner right now. But Ukio is scheming. Ukio has some kind of plan, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. Because we don't know if he's lying to Tsukasa because he's secretly going to be helping us, or if he just doesn't like Tsukasa, or if he has some other plan in store. We don't know. But we'll see. This is a very curious situation. And I'm just not sure exactly where it's going. But I guess the only way to find out is to watch the episode. So let's get into this and see what we have in store. Hold up just a sec. Before you click that link down in the description below to get to today's video, I want to remind you of all the awesome content we have both on this channel and the Princess of Gaming channel. Let's check it out. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So we've buffed up the car, and on top of that, we made it a tank. So the tank from the opening has come into play. And it's a one-time use tank that's meant to ram into the cage to free Chrome. However, Tsukasa is smart. Tsukasa has been shown to be, I wouldn't say as smart as Senku necessarily, but almost. It's pretty close. He just doesn't exactly have the scientific knowledge. But he's smart enough to foresee even the fact that a steam engine would be the next thing Senku would think to make. And so because of that, he set Chrome in a prison cell that is specifically surrounded with traps for the sake of stopping a vehicular assault. So now the issue is Chrome having to try and figure out how to escape on his own so he can stop the others from literally riding into a trap. It's going to be interesting to see how he escapes, because they're definitely setting up that is what's going to happen here. But how is it going to happen? Is he going to end up getting help from Taiju, Yuzuriha, and Nikki? And then how is Ukio going to come into play? Because we didn't get anything this episode with whatever he's scheming about. A lot of questions in regards to where this is going to go. Especially with this being about the halfway point in the season. I feel like things are really going to start to ramp up here. I loved Suika's role in this episode as well. Her getting to act as, great detective Suika again. Not only is the callback always great to see, but she entirely succeeded. Like, yes, it was dangerous, but she was entirely successful because she's actually really good at that kind of thing. Suika is surprisingly really damn good at recon. And so seeing her just entirely nail that was fantastic. And I loved as well Chrome noticing her and knowing exactly how to let her know where he was without putting her in danger and also without putting himself in danger. He just, like yelled out, like acting like a prisoner kind of would. And so Suika got the message and was able to relay it. Great. I also like the kind of like little bait and switch with the paper. Um, because it's like, okay, paper is pretty weak and flimsy. And so you're wondering exactly how Senku is going to be able to use this to make a tank. Especially with Kinro's little display there showing how he can take down an entire tree with ease. And spears are really strong weapons, so it's like, just in general, it's like, how are you going to be able to do this? And so even when it happens, when you see him like attack Senku with Senku's shield, and you see how instead of like even denting the shield, it just does nothing but breaks Kinro's spear. It's like you're wondering, okay, how the fuck is paper doing that? Because the thing is, like, paper can, if like stacked up well enough, can provide certain defenses, but it really has to stack up. Like, I've seen like tests and things. I think Mythbusters did this, where it's like how many like sheets of paper would you need to stop a bullet and stuff like that. And it kind of shows how like the paper would like obviously um like stop the bullet's momentum, and enough sheets of paper would like completely slow it to an end. But how much? The problem is it'd be a shit ton of sheets. It'd be a lot of sheets of paper. In order to stop that, you'd have to like really, really stack them. But here it's like that's not what Senku's doing. And so you're wondering, okay, how it's not just that he stopped it, it's also again that the spear was shattered. How? But then he explained the liquid plastic, and it's like instantly clicked for me because it's like this is something I don't know a huge amount about because I don't think anything in this series I've known a huge amount about. But there's certain things that I have heard of. There's certain things that I have definitely like heard talk about through like various online things. You see a lot on TikTok. Like you'll see like videos that'll show like little sciencey things, little fun little sciencey facts. It's like, did you know if you do this, this, and this happens, and stuff like that. And some of those videos, yeah, are bullshit, but some of them are genuine science. They're just like little fun science facts and little fun experiments and stuff. And this is the kind of thing that I've not only seen there, but I've just heard about in general. Like, liquid plastic can add like a lot of strength, a lot of durability to things. And as is noted, it is used for carbon fiber and everything to create like cars and stuff. It's used for the reasons of like what this would be used for here. So it's like, yeah, it made sense instantly the moment he said that. The thing is, I didn't know. I thought it was just some kind of glue, some kind of adhesive. We had no knowledge of what that was. So we couldn't, as viewers, have known. Unless you already, like, really knew about this. Like this science specifically. If you already really knew about this, then yeah, you probably would have figured that out. But it's like, it didn't even begin to click with me. Until he said it. The instant he said it, though, it's like I got it right away. And I kind of love those moments in this series. I love those moments where it's like you don't know what's going on, but the instant like one thing is said, it's like you kind of get it. You kind of understand, even if you don't know all the details. Like, you understand what's going on because there's enough within like our modern world here in 2025 to where it's like even someone like me who is not the most knowledgeable about sciencey things, I've seen enough to know basic stuff like that. I've seen enough to be able to put things together on a basic level. And it's like, well, some of this stuff obviously confuses me, and some of this stuff I definitely don't get right away. There's other things that it's like, oh, you explain it to me in simple terms, and you introduce one little factor that kind of changes everything. It's like, yeah, my mind will connect with that. And so I really love that aspect of things with this show. And knowing that all the science and stuff is real, that it's absolutely real for this series, just makes it even better. The original creator really like went hard to just make everything doable. Like, even with like the making paper aspect of this, using the grass and all to make paper, like it even gives you in the episode, Mecha Senku gives you a tip, like if you want to do this at home, like using the baking soda or bleach or whatnot. It's like, I dig that. I dig the shit out of that. I'm probably never going to do something like this, but I just love that they, like, address that kind of thing. And I like that they also say when something is, like, excessively dangerous, they will say, don't do this at home, basically. I, I really appreciate that they go out of their way. And I don't know if it's exactly like this in the manga, too, if there's, like, little notes on the pages that say this kind of stuff. But I love that, at least with the anime, it goes out of its way to tell the viewers this. It's like, this is all real science. This can actually be done. So, be cautious. If you're wanting to try some of this, don't try the more dangerous stuff. I'm very curious to see where this goes now that we're definitely about to, like, kick into gear. Because the plan is for them to, like, just rush the front lines, basically. But if Chrome is able to get out in time to come out and stop them, like, what's that going to lead to with this, like, war? This has definitely got to kick into overdrive soon. We're entering the second half of the season. And we've definitely got to, like, really get into the swing of things. We've got to see where Ukio's loyalties lie. We got to see what kind of role Taiju Yuzuriha and Nikki take in this. There's so many aspects to this Stone War that I'm just not sure what they're going to do with yet. And how they're going to do this without bloodshed as well. That's important. Even if Magma doesn't quite understand that part of it. But yeah, I'm obviously very much enjoying this. It gives me enough to talk about in the afterthoughts as well. Maybe not as much as some other shows in terms of just content, but it really makes me think just generally about the science and everything and how enjoyable it is. Plus the plot, generally speaking. But yeah, in the meantime, tell me in the comments below, what did you think of this episode of Dr. Stone's Stone Wars? And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.